the story of Star Wars. Because in our story, we cut away some of the strange characters that you don't really need, and we tell a story about a time when the galaxy was a wonderful place. Everything was happy, there was peace and justice and freedom, and it flourished throughout the star systems. And then I say, but the forces of evil are never easily suppressed. And whilst those bent on destroying the Republic were resigned to hide in the shadows, they would not remain hidden for long. And at that point, we go into the second beautiful piece of music, which is actually about the dark side. Darth Maul, particularly one of my favorite characters. And then we go on, and I tell the story of how the galaxy was corrupted. A beautiful republic was corrupted by bad people. And there was a handsome young man that we meet as a child, and as he grows up, he is gradually seduced by the power of the dark side. And we watch him grow from being a nice person, and then he falls, bang, and he changes his name to Darth Vader. At the same time, he has had children. And as he falls, his children grow and ultimately defeat him and destroy him, but in his destruction, he is redeemed. And the galaxy goes back to being a place where freedom and justice reign. And that is the story of Star Wars. It's this strange arc of two men, a father and a son. And it is the main reason that Star Wars, I believe, has worked as a story all these years, because always fathers and sons have a drama. Always there is drama between good and evil. And that is the story of Star Wars. And we tell it very, very simply. And at the end, you know who Yoda was. Yoda seems to be the most popular character. It's very interesting. You know who Yoda was. You hear about the Millennium Falcon, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, R2-D2, Darth Vader, and you see on screen wonderful compilations. Now sadly, because we had a little technical glitch there, a little mistake, we didn't see some of the clips today. We have maybe 14 or 15 film clips woven out of all 6 movies, and they tell the story around a theme. So you might have a theme about the droids. So R2-D2, C3PO, all about them, and that's a very funny clip. Then you might have one about Princess Leia, very beautiful. Oh, and the violin, the solo violin, beautiful, beautiful. Then you have a clip about the dark side. For instance, when Obi-Wan Kenobi gives Luke Skywalker this object, and he says, "This was your father's lightsaber. He would want you to have it." And as Mark Hamill accepted, as Luke Skywalker accepts this, we crossfade to seeing his father wielding that lightsaber as Anakin Skywalker. And then we can go back and see him as a child. And we connect very, very clearly. And at the end, the orchestra and the audience almost become one thing. The enthusiasm at the end is enormous, and every night of 58 concerts, the orchestra come off stage really having a great time, because we all concentrate very much on stage. And there's a huge amount of energy, and we're Dirk Grosset, the Belgian composer and conductor. He is performing live. He is watching the screen, he is watching his screens down here. He must make all the music happen at the right time. If there is a big explosion, boom, on the screen, the orchestra has to go bang at the same time, otherwise it's a little not so good. Dirk must watch very carefully the time, the orchestra must watch him, whatever they're doing. So he is live syncing every night. And one of the magical things for me, I can never see myself on the screen, but what I can do is when I'm not talking, I can stand here and I watch the orchestra. Imagine a violin stretching from there to there, the fingering, the bowing. So many children see a violin, enormous. Imagine a harp, this big. You can see how you play a harp. Imagine coming in over the back of the drums. See how they do. The flute. All these instruments are featured enormously on the screen. And on the side here, this screen is made of LEDs. Do we know what LEDs are?